right. So basically, I already, like I said, I had a call with Daniela, and she shared with me like what she does, and she shared with me a few campaigns that she did for clients. But today we'll be focusing on one specific campaign. But I won't spoil all the details. So Daniela, can you maybe start by giving us an overview about you, about your business, what you do, where are you based, that sort of thing?
Awesome. So thanks so much, William, for having me. I'm super excited to be here. So my business is a social media and digital marketing agency called Savvy Social. We're based in Durban, South Africa. But because of the beauty of online and remote working, our work has no borders. So in a nutshell, we help businesses grow through the savvy use of social media and digital marketing tactics. Our clients have said that they really like working with us because we immerse ourselves in their brand as if it were our own, and truly become an extension of their marketing team. So their very own social media manager and marketing partner. We're quite a small team. There are 4 of us, so we're agile and we're fast, and I think that's definitely what sets us apart.
Yes, definitely. Cool, cool. Savvy Social. I love the name, by the way. Who came up with the name?
Thank you.
Savvy Social.
Me.
That's a great name. That's a great name. Okay. And then obviously you had this client. Can you share a bit about the client that hired you to run a? Yeah, share a bit about the client, then we'll dive into more details.
100%. So the specific client that we're talking about is Exact Clothing, and they're a fashion retail brand based in South Africa. They also have an online store, and they sell really, really awesome, well-priced clothing and shoes. So yeah, that's the client.
Okay, and so they have a website where they sell their clothes online, an e-commerce. Do they also have brick and mortar shops, or only the website?
100%. They have brick and mortar. They have quite a lot spread nationally across South Africa.
Okay, okay, cool. And what made you use UpViral for this specific customer?
Cool. So as a business, our goal is obviously to help businesses grow. So, we don't focus on vanity metrics when it comes to social media, like likes, comments, and shares. So it's always been important for us to create strategies that will ultimately generate tangible results for our clients, such as leads, follower growth, and sales. So obviously with this in mind, we knew we needed to find a tool or platform that would give us that amplification to our advertising efforts. So we were already running Facebook and Instagram conversion ads, so driving the right audience to a funnel. And obviously this was great for capturing a lead or competition entry, but that was where it ended. So when we came across UpViral and saw the powerful referral mechanic, we thought that it could be exactly what we would need for a winning formula to really create that viral reach and amplify our campaigns.
Super, super. Okay. So my next question was really going to be, before you started using UpViral, did you try anything else? But you already mentioned, so you were doing some Facebook and Instagram campaigns, conversion campaigns to get them sales. And was that working? Was that doing okay-ish? Was that not working at all?
Yeah, so obviously our team's quite passionate about testing and measuring and trying out new strategies regularly. So yeah, prior to using UpViral, we did have multiple strategies we were running with. And some were effective, some were sort of averagely effective, but I would really say that kind of when we started using UpViral was really sort of that cherry on top for a winning formula that we've now really replicated across our client campaigns. That we found a lot of success in.
Okay. So now you have, because of this client, you now have a combination of a winning formula that you replicate with all your other clients.
100%.
Cool. And will we be diving into that winning formula today?
Yes, we will.
All right, creating some suspense there for the audience. All right, so with that, let's dive into the campaign. So for what type of campaign were you running for this client, and how many days did you run this campaign? Tell us more about the campaign.
Cool. So we ran the competition for 3 weeks. Basically, the mechanic was that we ran a Facebook and Instagram ad. People would see it appear in their newsfeed, and it was to win one of 2 1,000 Rand gift cards. And basically, they would need to click on the ad, take them through to the single page landing page funnel, enter their name, email address, cell phone number, and then they would land on the thank you page where we obviously have the UpViral plugin with the referral mechanic. So that was basically the mechanic of the campaign. The client basically wanted competition entries and leads. So yeah, the total number of leads we got for the campaign were 5,580. We got over 2,000 shares on WhatsApp, over 1,000 shares on Facebook, over 800 new follows on Instagram. And there was a lot of activity in terms of people sort of tagging friends in the competition, adding to the Instagram story. But I think what was most exciting about the campaign was that it did generate online sales from the campaign, and this wasn't even their goal for the campaign. So their goal was, we want to generate leads, we want followers, we want engagement. And I think what was really cool about it was that it actually then generated online sales, which was very exciting.
Super. We'll dive into that in a bit. So you said 5,518 leads in total. Did I get that number right? Yeah.
5580.
5580.
Yes.
Okay. How many of the total leads were direct leads and how many of them were referred?
I need to double check those numbers, but most of them were, if I remember correctly, it was half, split half.
50-50. Wow. So that means, so you basically got for every direct lead, you were getting 1 referred lead, basically.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
I'll have to double check those numbers, but I think I remember that.
Perfect. And how did you generate that initial direct traffic? Was that through Facebook and Instagram ads? Did you added something to their website? What strategy did you use?
So we kept it quite simple. We literally ran a Facebook and Instagram conversion ad. And then we also posted organically with feed posts, Instagram stories. And I think that was what was so great about it is, if we had pushed on multiple other channels like email and all of that, we probably would have seen, even a stronger success rate. So I think, we kept it very simple with Facebook, Instagram conversion ad. And also our ad spend allocation wasn't that high either for the results that were generated.
Okay, how much, do you know from the top of your head how much you spend on ads?
Yeah, 100%. So we spent for the entire campaign was 2,083 Rand for the whole campaign. And then the prize was 1,000 Rand. It was one of 2 1,000 Rand gift cards. So that was 2,000 Rand. So generally the whole campaign costed roughly 4,000 to 5,000 Rand for the entire campaign.
Okay, so 4,000 to 5,000 Rand for the entire campaign. And that includes basically the ad spend on Facebook and Instagram ads. And it also includes the 1,000 Rand gift card to spend at the store.
100%.
Right?
Yeah, okay. 2 1,000 Rand gift cards. Yeah.
Two gift cards. Okay. Okay, got it. And then the magic number. How much did you generate in sales?
20,000 Rand.
Woohoo! Woohoo! 20,000 Rand in sales. From a 4,000 to 5,000 Rand investment, you generated 20,000 Rand in sales. That is a great ROI. Plus, that is the direct ROI. But then also, obviously, Exact, your client now has 5,580 leads, which will hopefully they have an email sequence set up, they nurture their leads, or maybe they hire you for that as well, I don't know. But they keep the relationship going with those leads so that they keep purchasing in the future, because that's the main thing. It's the overall lifetime value of the customer and the repeat purchases. That's really where the money is. But it's great to see that with this giveaway campaign, you already had like a 5x return on ad spend, return on investment. I think so, right?
Yeah,
pretty good.
100%.
Pretty good. Excellent results, Daniela. Excellent results.
Awesome.
Well done.
Thank you. Yeah, I think what was really exciting about it was sort of a proof of concept campaign for them to test. So their spend and their budget and what they were willing to risk was quite low. And I think, like I say, the objective wasn't necessarily sales, but we still ended up generating sales because of it. So they are definitely keen to do some more campaigns, which is very cool.
Definitely. So you weren't even focused on sales. So they came at you saying, Daniela, we want leads and we want engagement on our social media.
Yes.
And that's definitely like over-delivering, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Daniela, do you happen to have their campaign handy, like the landing page, the share page? Do you still have that accessible?
I do. So it's not currently running, but I should be able to pull up the actual landing page. It's exactclothing.online. That's the domain.
Okay. Do you want to share your screen?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that way, people can see it as well, and you can walk us through it a little bit.
Sure.
By the way, for those that are live with us watching, if you have questions, type them in the chat, and we will cover the questions at the end of the interview. All right?
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I do see your screen. So exactclothing.online. All right.
Awesome.
So that was the headline. So so stand a chance to win 1,000 Rand Exact Clothing voucher. Enter now. So
we obviously included quite a lot of call to actions throughout the landing page. So obviously starting there, enter now, and then
okay, step into summer. Enter now to stand the chance to shop modern and contemporary clothing for the whole family to enjoy. Super. Okay, I have to say the design is looking great as well. And then countdown timer. Very smart.
Obviously it's not live now because the campaign isn't running. Yeah.
Okay, and then when you click enter now, that's where I imagine that you added the UpViral pop-up, the lead capture, correct?
100%, yeah.
Okay.
So obviously it's a bit of a pity because it's not showing now, but basically it had obviously the name, email address, cell phone number. They would fill in that information and then click enter, and then it would go through to a thank you page that basically sort of said, for more points, follow us on Instagram, share on WhatsApp, all of those different layers. And that's basically, the campaign.
Okay. And so you said on the form, you have name, email, and phone number.
Yeah.
Is there any specific reason why you added the phone number?
So I think for future advertising purposes, I think also there is a sort of customer call center in Exact. So, it's just an easier way to be able to contact people in the future.
Okay, so it's basically just so that you could do some marketing via calls or SMS, that type of thing.
100%. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. So that was the landing page. Is it possible to access the share page, or is that no longer online?
It's no longer online. If I go through it, I'll have to just log in, I think, through UpViral. So I could maybe make the campaign active afterwards so we could access that if you'd like.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. All right. Okay, so now I'm interested in knowing as well, like, so you said from those 5,580 leads that were generated, you generated that resulted in 20,000 Rand in sales. What was the strategy that you used to bless you?
Thank you.
What was the strategy that you used to convert those leads into customers?
So I think they have, sorry, let me just have a sip of water.
Yeah, sure. Sure, go ahead. Claudia is saying here in the chat, while Daniela is taking a sip of water, I'll just go through some of your comments, guys, in the chat. So Claudia is saying 5,000 Rand is just $331 US dollars. Cheap lead acquisition for 5,580 leads, definitely. So yeah, and those 5,000 Rand resulted in 20,000 Rand in sales. And the 5,000 Rands actually, Claudia, is not all spent on ads. So basically there were 2 gift cards. So that was the cost of the whole campaign. That includes also the 2 1,000 Rand gift cards. Okay, so on ads, they spend even less. They, I think Daniela, you said you spent 2,000 Rand on ads, correct?
Yeah, 100%.
2,000 Rand.
On ad spend.
Yeah, that was to generate the 5,580 leads. Okay. Cool. All right, Daniela, so you're back. Did you have the chance to have a sip of water? Yeah?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So yeah, I was basically asking, what was the strategy that you used to convert those 5,580 leads into customers?
So what was actually quite awesome about that was there wasn't actually a strategy. So we had looked at the Facebook ads dashboard in terms of the objective we were obviously trying to push. And then as part of it at the end of the campaign, we had switched to the sales dashboard just to check, you know, how's the e-com sort of ads doing. And then we basically saw that there was 20,000 Rand as a direct result of the campaign, so attributed to the campaign. So it wasn't even something that was like, okay, we've collected that lead and we have now sent an email out and they've now converted to a customer. So it was literally attributed to the campaign, which was really cool. So people had obviously seen the ad, which was the competition. They'd gone to the landing page and they'd been like, oh, wow, this is such a cool brand. They've got such nice clothes. And then they happened to shop from that.
Wow. So you didn't even like have like a super specific strategy to generate those sales. They happened without you at Savvy Social or Exact even knowing that the people that were checking out the giveaway and opting in were going to the store and were making some purchases. Wow.
100%. So that wasn't even, you know, obviously tracking sort of sales in store. That was pure online sales. So yeah, definitely, obviously going forward, we would look at tracking that more closely and actually then looking at a proper strategy to convert those leads into sales.
Yeah. Okay, and what do you think, Daniela, were the strong points that made the UpViral campaign for Exact work so well? What do you think were the strongest points in the campaign?
So I think the strength of the campaign started with obviously effective Facebook and Instagram conversion ad setup, audience targeting, and then the way we build the single page landing page is with a lot of UX principles in mind, as you saw. So, you know, well designed with one clear single message and action for someone to take. And then, as I've mentioned, the UpViral plugin is the cherry on top that nudges people to share with friends to generate more points. So it's really, I think, quite a simple, clear strategy with a strong message and sort of a push to get people to actually share with friends.
Yeah, and definitely. And what I would add to that, what I think was also like a really strong point, is that the price that you had. So the price that you had in the campaign was a 1,000 Rand gift card to spend at the store. So people who were opting in, who were interested in having this chance of winning that gift card, they have somewhat of an interest in the brand or in purchasing the clothes. So that is also, I think, one of the strong points that made the campaign so successful in terms of sales conversion from the leads that were generated. Picking the price that is
100%.
very relevant to the business, you know, to the clothing brand.
Definitely. And I think that's why then, you know, we generate quality leads, because if you're not interested in winning that specific prize, then you're not going to be inclined to enter a campaign or competition to win that prize. So yeah, I think that's where we get quite quality leads from the campaign.
Yeah, totally. Okay, and then from so this campaign ran for 3 weeks in total, right? This giveaway campaign. When did you run it, by the way? I didn't ask you that question. When was this campaign?
It was from the 10th of December up till the end of December, so around the festive period.
Okay, was it
summer in South Africa?
Yeah, that's summer in South Africa. Yeah, okay, so it was around the Christmas period, from the 10th to the 24th. To the 24th, yeah? Did you say the 24th?
It was, no, to the end of December, so till the 31st.
Till the 31st of December. That's also a good time of the year to do a giveaway.
Definitely. Good. I think it was a good time to do a giveaway, but what was also interesting, what we found was cost of advertising was quite expensive over that period. So we were quite pleasantly surprised at the cost per lead we were getting, when, you know, a lot of the other campaigns we were running, cost per lead or cost per impression was quite expensive. So yeah, so it was, we were pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. What was the cost per lead for this campaign?
Oh gosh, I need to double check what it was in my dashboard. Can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, I suppose if we had to look, I can actually even check now on my phone.
No, actually, so I can work out the numbers. So you said 5,580 leads were collected. Almost half of them came directly from Facebook and Instagram ads. So that is 2,790 came from ads, and you basically spend 2,083 Rand on ads. So that basically, when you do the math, that is 0.75 Rand.
Yeah, that's about right. So I just checked now, it was 61 cents.
61 cents. Ooh.
Yeah, cost per lead. So it was pretty
61 good. Cents cost per lead in December. And then each of these leads referred one other person. So then you even have to break it even, like, because you got 5,580 leads in total if you count the direct and the referred. So you're looking at, so 0.68 you said, right? 61 cents. Yeah. 0.61. If you take into account also the referred leads, that brings it down to 0.30 cents per lead. So yeah, if you can get that in December, the holiday period, when everyone is advertising online, the most expensive time of the year, that is awesome. I wonder what it would be if you did a campaign now. You know, you would get the leads for free, pretty much.
Yeah, 1 cent.
Yeah. Okay. And then you run this campaign for 3 weeks. I'm interested in knowing more about what you did to keep the leads engaged, you know, from day 1 to day 21, or whenever they were joining in the giveaway, to the end of the giveaway. What did you do to keep them engaged?
Yeah, so we just basically did a series of organic reminder posts and Instagram stories. And then obviously we also had the Facebook and Instagram ad running, sort of obviously continued appearing in the audience's feed. So I must say we kept it quite simple, exact. We've been working quite hard to grow their following on Instagram and Facebook. So organically, we did do a couple of posts and reminder posts, and then obviously a winner post.
And a winner post. So the winner was announced on the post, I guess, on Facebook and Instagram.
Yes, 100%. So yeah, we announced the winner on social. So it was a very social focused campaign. We had literally done Facebook and Instagram, no emails or anything else.
Yeah. All right. And then post campaign. So now that the campaign has already, like, it ended end of December, now we're in February. Do you know, is there any strategy or what are you guys doing with all the leads that you've collected, from this giveaway? What are you doing now in January, in February, and what is your plan moving forward with all these leads?
So for this particular campaign, we handed the leads over to our client, as they have quite a big marketing team in-house, and they send out marketing emails to their customer database. However, obviously there are times when, for other clients, we set up automated email campaigns and we nurture the leads that are generated. So I think obviously if we were managing their leads, we would be sending a lot of sort of email marketing campaigns out. But for this campaign, we handed the leads over. But they were very excited. They were like, yay, more email addresses to market to.
Super. Yeah, and being a big brand with multiple brick and mortar stores and e-commerce, I imagine they will be nurturing the leads, and they will they will keep talking to them, keeping building that relationship and getting more sales from them. So that's perfect. Cool. And what else they want to ask? Yeah, if you could do this giveaway again, would you do anything differently?
Yes, so I think that what I've found, and I've also found it across other campaigns, is the prize value is quite important. So, we were quite lucky to have got the results we did with quite a low value prize. So obviously winning one of two 1,000 Rand vouchers. We have run other campaigns for clients where the prize value is quite a bit higher, and we find that it does seem to kind of speed up the marketing process and speed up the entries. Also, when there are a lot of chances to win. So even if the value maybe is small, but it's like stand a chance to win one of 10 1,000 Rand gift cards, or one of 20. I think people maybe think that there's just more chance that they'll actually win. So I would find that that's definitely something that's I found works quite well, is the prize value.
Okay, so is that something that you would? So this is something that you would do better next time. So you would basically have more prizes, more gift cards. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Something that you mentioned is that it was, so you had 2 gift cards, right? How did you basically, how do I put this? So how could people win the gift cards? Was it just by accumulating more points and then it would randomly pick the winners? Or was it that the person who refers the winner also gets a gift card to encourage more referrals? How did that work, the prize?
Yeah, so the prize was basically random draw. So we obviously downloaded the list of leads and then have it on an Excel sheet, and then it was using the Rand between Excel function. That's how the winner was drawn. So it was random.
Okay, so both gift cards were given randomly to participants.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then in a few words, like, what would you say about UpViral?
So I think as a social media agency that I've mentioned, we're quite dedicated to helping our clients' businesses grow and getting them real results. So we were really happy when we came across UpViral, which, as I've mentioned, has been the cherry on top to what I like to call our winning formula. And it's really helped us level up as an agency because we've managed to get these results for our clients. In total, we've managed to generate around 60,000 leads in 6 months across our client campaigns since using UpViral. So we're quite excited about sort of what's to come in the future, looking at the last 6 months.
Super, super. Cool. Thank you for the kind words, Daniela. And with that, we'll dive into some of the questions that we have here in the chat. So for example, we have a question from Mike. And Mike is basically asking, is there any chance that you could share the Facebook ad so that we could see what the Facebook ad looked like? Do you happen to have that handy, or do you want to send it afterwards and we add it to the case study?
I think I'd prefer to send it after, because it might take a while just to log on and everything and go through all the campaigns. Yeah, if that's cool.
Definitely. So, share it. Okay, perfect. Thank you for that, Daniela. So Mike, watch out for the case study when we have it ready in the UpViral Learning Center. And then you will be able to see the ads that Daniela used to drive traffic. Okay, and then we have a question also from Keith. So Keith is asking, what was the incentive to share? Did you have a secondary price or incentive? In some cases, in some cases, sharing the main price creates competition, but this wasn't a problem for you. That's what it seems. So yeah, what was the incentive to share? And did you have a secondary price or incentive?
So we didn't have a secondary prize or incentive. The incentive was basically to get more entries, which obviously then, even though it was a random draw, the more times obviously somebody entered, the more points they got, so the more chance they had to win. So I think that was the drive, was, you know, follow us on Instagram, get X number of points, follow on Facebook, get X number of points, and that obviously ups your chance of winning because you've entered more times or you've got more points.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. And then we also have a question here from Tim. Tim is saying, I have not run on a viral campaign yet. So he hasn't done any viral campaign. What are the top 3 things that he should consider when setting up his campaign? What are the top 3 things that you think are really important to have a winning, successful campaign?
So I think definitely starting with the conversion ad. So I think that's super important in getting your sort of messaging right, your targeting right. We layer our audience targeting with top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel. Obviously that's super important because it's sort of right message to the right people at the right time. That's really going to get you those quality leads. So we'll definitely start with that. Then I think sort of implementing UX principles in the campaign landing page, making it look very sort of effective, inviting, eye-catching, most marketing principles 101. And then thirdly, I would say use obviously UpViral to get the points going. I think it really makes a big difference.
Super. All right, thanks for those. The top 3 things from Daniela to have a successful campaign. And then I have a question here from John, but I'm not sure if I fully get this. He's saying, is there a difference in cost on local versus national? Don't fully get the question unless you do, Daniela. John, can you elaborate more on that? What do you mean by what is the difference on cost on local versus national? And then in the meantime, we have a question from Claudia. She's saying, how did you use the Excel sheet to randomly choose the winners?
So with some campaigns, they do bring in an auditing firm for obviously to be very very above board. But basically what they do is a rand between function on Excel. So basically, obviously taking all your entries on Excel, and then you do equal, rand between, brackets, and then you obviously highlight your entire column and then enter. And then we often draw backup winners as well, because we find sometimes we'll contact the first winner and they don't respond. And we obviously in the T's and C's say, you know, you have 24 hours. So then we'll draw one winner with like 4 backups, and then copy paste special to get the winners. Hope that helps.
Okay, yeah, that definitely answers the question. And Brett is asking, I will answer this question. So Brett is asking that, well, will there be a replay? He got in late. Yes, there will be a replay, Brett. It will be available inside the Facebook group for UpViral. And then we're also going to be uploading it to the Learning Center of UpViral in the co-pilot show. Tomorrow you will be able to access the replay there. But in the Facebook group, it will be available instantly. Okay. Okay, so I think Christine here has been elaborating a bit more on the question we had here from John between the cost of local versus national. So I think the question basically is, did you happen to see a difference in the cost per lead from your Facebook and your Instagram ads when targeting like a local area or more towards the whole country?
So I think it's more a case of not local versus national, but more the layering and the audience targeting in the top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel. So, you know, we don't necessarily target sort of full reach. You know, we look at top of funnel, you know, like people who've not heard of Exact or visited Exact's websites, and then obviously we go down the funnel, people who are following the page or people who have visited the online store. So I would say we target more like that than we do location.
Yeah, okay. All right. And then East is asking, I'll answer this one. Can UpViral choose a winner? Yes, with UpViral, you can randomly choose the winner. Then basically Exact, you mentioned Exact, brought in, I think you mentioned something about lawyers, right? To do it on an Excel spreadsheet for all the legal reasons. I imagine it is also because they are a huge company in South Africa and they want to make sure that all the legal terms, everything, they're covered. But basically, to answer your question is, yes, you can choose the winner randomly with UpViral too. And then Jeff is asking, is it possible to get the full campaign later? So basically, Jeff, what we will do from this interview, we will create an in-depth case study. And Daniela has already agreed that she will share the Facebook ads. We saw the landing page as well earlier. Unfortunately, it's a campaign that was running 2 months ago, so she doesn't have access to the share page at the present moment. But yeah, in the full case study that we will create, you will be able to see all the details. Okay. And Tim is asking, Daniela, do you only help companies in South Africa?
Definitely not. We can help anyone, anywhere in the world. Okay,
super, which was the last question and in the chat. And that also brings me to my final question, that is, Daniela, how can people find out more about you and about Savvy Social?
Awesome. So we have a website, savvysocial.co.za. You can go check us out there. I also will pop my email address in the chat, which is my direct email. You can contact me. Yeah, just sent it now. So that's my email address, and we are also on Instagram and Facebook, so you can check us out there.
Super. Okay, so Daniela, with that, I really want to thank you for your time. Thank you for being here with us on the co-pilot show interview. It was a pleasure to have you on and to be able to dig more into the campaign and know the full details about the campaign you did with Exact. 5,580 leads spent 4,000 or 5,000 rand in total on the whole campaign, which resulted in 20,000 rands in sales. So that is definitely a great achievement. Keep crushing it with UpViral, because we would love it to have you on the Co-Pilot show sometime in the future. Okay?
Awesome. Thanks,
Perfect,
William.
Daniela.
I see the comments. They're struggling to see my email address, but I've just sent it. Now it should come through. It says to everyone. Oh, there we go. I think it's gone through now.
Yeah. I see the first time you share it with panelists, the second time with attendees. So everyone has the.
Thanks so much, William.
No worries, my pleasure. Thank you for being on the Co-Pilot show, sharing your expertise with the UpViral community. And like I said, keep crushing it with UpViral, because we'd love to have you on the future as well with another campaign. Okay?
Awesome. Thanks, William.
Thanks everyone
really
for being here.
Thanks everybody.
Cheers. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.